Yo, what is up, everybody? It's me, That One Weeb here, with another subscriber special for all of you. Thank you, everybody who's come and joined the channel. We are currently at 673 subscribers, so because we're almost at 700, I'm going to post this video like now as for a two-part special where I'll be recording for this episode two parts for this new what if that I'm commemorating for hitting 600 and 700 subscribers respectfully. So I just want to say thank you guys so much, and you guys have been loving the what ifs. I'll be posting some new what ifs eventually coming soon after I finish up some of them, as I want my channel to have all my what ifs completed so you guys can enjoy the whole series all at once if you want to. So let's get right into the video though. For this what if, as you could have seen by the title, is what if Naruto and Dragon Ball shared the same universe. Now, what I mean by this is, in Naruto, we have chakra, we have the Bijou, we have a great long history for the world. And in Dragon Ball Z, we don't know too much about the Earth other than that Majin Buu was sealed there, as well as that Ki exists as a form of energy. We also know the Dragon Balls exist there, and that there's a guardian named Kami who lives up there, as well as a certain other liquid. But anyway, let's get right into the episode. Long ago, the Sage of Six Paths, the son of a creature known as Kaguya the Rabbit Queen, discovered an energy known as Ki. His mother and the rest of the humans up until that point had used something called chakra, the yin form of energy that he had discovered, and he had discovered a yang to this energy of chakra, known as Ki. Both energies were dormant, lying inside of everyone, but only some people had the potential to unlock either chakra or Ki. As the Sage of Six Paths discovered this, the world began to change slowly over time, and he was forgotten to memory. Let's fast forward into the future, where many stars away, a young baby Saiyan with jet black hair is being placed in a pod as his two parents wave goodbye to him, as a great Emperor Lord Frieza has arrived at their planet. They say goodbye to their young son Kakarot and tell him that they'll come after him if nothing goes wrong. As young Kakarot is sent into the stars to a small planet called Earth that seems powerful enough to protect him from any other threats from the universe that might come to get him, as well as not too strong to the point where he might be vanquished by one of them for sport. The parents then wave goodbye to their son, as the planet is then engulfed with an energy from an Emperor Lord Frieza. As Kakarot flies through the atmosphere, he continues to speed forward at a high pace. Kakarot's ship is going light years per hour as it heads towards the Earth. As it heads towards the Earth, we zoom in on the planet, and there we see many years have passed since the Sage of Six Paths had discovered the energy known as Ki. The world at this point has many different cities around it, as well as different nations, like the nation that we are currently in, the Land of Fire. Here at the Land of Fire, we are in the current only ninja society village in that entire area, the Leaf Village. The Leaf Village had been established by the first Hokage, Hashirama Senju, and was now being currently under attack by the Nine Tails. At this point, Minato is fighting against Obito, as we know him to be. Minato finally defeats Obito in battle, and then goes and rushes to the Kyuubi. As he does so, he then seals the Kyuubi inside of his young son, using all of the Ki and chakra he has and mixing them together. At this point, he didn't realize it, but he used the yin-yang energy with both energies, and this caused them to have a split in the chakra, him receiving the yang and his son receiving the yin. Then he dies while his son rests there. At that point, the ship comes into view, a star, as it blitzes across the sky at the mark of the Kyuubi's defeat. At this point, Kakarot's ship comes flying down from the heavens and crashes into the Leaf Konoha village, directly into the forest where Kakashi, in a few years' time, would be holding the bell test. At this point, the third Hokage is rushing around the village to see if everyone's alright. He then goes around and tries to make sure that all the villagers, as well as young Naruto, is okay. He sees that Naruto has the Kyuubi sealed inside of him and has his Anbu Black Ops pick him up and take him away, so that way he's safe and out of harm. He then, as he's walking through the village, then finds a pod. He uses his Ki and flies over to where he can see inside of the pod there's a young child with a tail. He senses something strange about this, says the third Hokage can tell that this boy is very strong in the energy of ki. He then the pod gently opens and then the child comes out and he sees that he has a tail. He picks up this young Kakarot, or what he decides to call him. Let's call him Goku for semblance. Goku is then taken by the third Hokage, he's a baby as well as Naruto, and the two children are then placed in the third Hokage's office where he watches over them for the rest of the night. Then he continues on working for fixing the Leaf Village. The next morning, he then begins training with his chakra and ki training exercise to make sure that his old body can keep up to state, especially now that the fourth Hokage has unfortunately been killed. Now, he continues to work on his other development in the village, or I should say, him being the Hokage again. He has to decide where he's going to put these two children, the one who came from that strange device and the one who is the son of the fourth Hokage. He determines that it might be more beneficial to put them together, as one of them will be incredibly powerful of chakra, and the other would be incredibly powerful of ki. As ki is known as one of the strongest parts in the world, as well as chakra, he decides that them together should be enough by themselves, and he'll send some Anbu as well as a few Jonin to watch over them until they're old enough to understand what happened to them as their family as well. Then, later on, he continues to work on the village for a few years, and by this time, young Naruto and Goku are 6 years old. Goku and Naruto are walking around the village, and Goku can notice that the villagers shoot dirty looks at them a lot. He asks Naruto why they're always so mean to them. He says this with a smile on his face, like as if he's joking, and Naruto, who looks saddened and has a rumble come out of his belly, tells him, Goku, we both know that they're never going to treat us like that. It's because our parents are dead, and they just stuck us together because we're both orphans. Goku then takes his tail and scratches his ear behind him, and asks Naruto if that's really all that they can be. He then tells Naruto that he wants to train again. Naruto doesn't understand why his brother is always so adamant on training and working out, but he obliges as he thinks that this is the fastest way for him to become noticed in the village as a strong ninja someday. Naruto trains with Goku every day, and it comes to the point where it's wintertime. Goku is actually incredibly strong for someone his age. He can lift cars, break buildings, and Naruto's super jealous of him. He asks Goku and tells him it's not fair that he's always the one getting attention from people, and tells Goku that once he's the Hokage, he'll make sure that people pay attention and acknowledge him as well, because he's Naruto Uzumaki. Goku then turns and says that, well, since the Hokage said that he was the one who saved me, I guess that means that my last name would be Goku Sarutobi? Naruto turns around and tells him that that's rude to take up the mantle of a Hokage like that, just to put him above the edge. Goku laughs and smiles and holds his hands behind his head, as they then hear screaming. Naruto and Goku both snap into action as they run down the winter road, where they see a young Hinata Hyuga being pelted by people and hurt by some older ninja. At this point, Naruto and Goku jump into the battle. Naruto leaps in, and using some of the ki that he had learned from Goku at that point, he shoots a small ki blast off at them, and it shoots out of his hand and blasts them off. This is quite impressive, and Goku claps it for his brother and tells him that he did a great job. He then tells him to watch this, and then Goku pushes forward with his full strength, blitzing and headbutting the other ninja in the chest, causing him to fall backward and be knocked out. Naruto then tells him that he has to show him up, doesn't he? They both laugh at each other, and then Naruto offers a hand to Hinata. He then asks what her name is, and she mumbles and tells him that her name is Hinata Hyuga, and asks what his name is. He smiles, and his eyes grow brighter as he says that his name is Naruto Uzumaki, and he's going to become the Hokage of the village hidden in the leaves. Then, from the background, they then hear, "Oh, my name's Goku, and I guess you could say I'm Goku Sarutobi." Then Hinata asks if he's related to the third Hokage. Goku then kind of nods and says, "Yeah." He said that the third Hokage is kind of like his grandfather, and he trained him and helped him master his ki, as well as to help him train since he doesn't really like chakra or understand it that well. He laughs and then tells them that they should head back to their house. Naruto then asks where Hinata lives and says that they'll take her home before they go home and eat some ramen for dinner. They then walk over to Hinata's house, and Goku's eyes open wide as he says that her house is so big. Naruto agrees with this and says that she shouldn't be crying for having such a big house and a family like that. He tells her that him and Goku are orphans and that they only have each other. They then fist bump and they agree. Hinata goes in and thinks about Naruto Uzumaki. Then Naruto and Goku head home. They race each other so you can get there first. Goku is running, and just as he's about to make it, Naruto then says he's got his tail. Naruto runs forward and grabs Goku's tail, squeezing it. At that point, Goku then falls to the ground, drained from his power, and looks at Naruto, telling him that's not fair. Naruto laughs and keeps running, making it to the house first and telling him that he's the winner, and that this time he is the one who has taken victory out of the jaws of defeat. Then Goku walks in, disappointed, and asks what they're having for dinner tonight. He hungrily asks if Naruto would like him to go hunt some food in the forest. Naruto sticks his tongue out and says it's disgusting, and that they have enough money to go and get some delicious ramen from Ichiraku himself. They then put their coats on and a hat, and they walk down towards where Ichiraku's ramen is. Ichiraku greets the two boys who are regular customers of him, and he says hi to Goku as well as Naruto. They tell him all about their day and how they're excited to be training for the next year until they can become old enough to become ninja at the academy. Goku smiles and says that he's going to become the strongest ninja he can and get to fight lots of strong guys. Then, an old man walks into the flap as well, wearing nothing but a beard and some red glasses. He has an odd shell on his back and carries a wooden staff. He then says, "Hey Ichiraku, I'll take one bowl of ramen for me and Turtle." Ichiraku says, "Oh, Master Roshi, it's been a long time. How are you doing?" Master Roshi then tells him that he's been well and he just came to visit his old friend, the third Hokage, and that he's heading back to his island fairly soon. Then he takes his ramen and leaves. Goku thinks this guy was strange, and Naruto tells him that he was probably just some perverted old man. Then they all get out of the stock after eating their delicious ramen and head back to their home. As Naruto and Goku are home, they think about their dreams as well as what it'd be like to actually become Jonin in the village, as well as how strong they might get someday. Goku gets really excited and he twists and turns in his bed and giggles about thinking how powerful he'll be. Naruto doesn't understand why his brother is so addicted to fighting, and at that point they then go to sleep. Goku wakes up in the middle of the night, and as he walks outside, it just occasionally happens that night was the first night in a long time, a very long time, ever in fact, that Goku had seen a full moon. Bum bum, bum bum. The heart in Goku's chest begins to beat faster and faster as the moonlight blitz waves begin to fill him. As Naruto wakes up from hearing a strange groaning sound in their house, he walks outside and sees a giant creature, a monkey of some sort, tall as a skyscraper. He screams and then rushes away. At this point, Goku hears the screaming and Naruto is running into the forest. No one else in the leaf has woken up from this strange disturbance, and then Goku follows Naruto. As Goku crashes through the forest, some people in the village begin to wake up, the third Hokage particularly, and the third Hokage sees what happened and that giant creature that looks with one tail. He thinks that this could be a tailed beast and then rushes out before anyone else can. He rushes after and sees the two boys. He can tell from the keys sensing that this is Goku and that Naruto's there as well. Suddenly, he hears a crunching sound as Goku steps on top of Naruto. He's horrified as the third Hokage thinks that Naruto's dead. At that point, a red energy fills the surrounding area as the QB manually saves himself as Kurama doesn't want to die yet to some stupid monkey. He gives Naruto the one-tail cloak. This will be the first and last time Naruto will ever feel the QB's power for a while. Naruto turns animalistic, and with a bijou bomb, a miniature bijou bomb, he creates one and shoots at Goku, hitting his tail behind him and slicing it off. Goku shrinks back to normal, and Naruto's all out of chakra as he falls to the ground unconscious. The third Hokage picks up the two and brings them back to their house, making sure that they're all right and hoping everyone in the Leaf Village wasn't alerted to this. However, unknown to him, a certain man, standing upon a rooftop, Danzo Shimura, saw the whole incident take place, and he smiles as he thinks that he has two beasts in the village to take care of now. If you guys are interested in seeing a part 2 to What If Naruto and Dragon Ball share the same universe, then make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and if we get to 700 subscribers, then I'll post part 2. And yeah, thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This has been a really fun script to write. I'm going to cover a lot more of the younger years, as I have to cover like the differences in the Ninja Wars, and I'll probably be flashing back to some points. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So let's keep going, weebs, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.